Hello. Let's try this again. Sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulty. I think we're good now. Welcome to the stream. I am so excited. I did a stream last year and I said I was going to start doing live write ins. And well, that didn't happen, but we're here now. So I just want to welcome everybody to our autumn write-in experience. I am so excited. Just thrilled. This is my favorite time of the year is autumn. I got married in the autumn. It's my favorite season. So we're going to have some warm drinks. My coffee's on the brew. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes with some writing. I know that's what everybody's here for, to just kind of write and hang out. Hope everybody is doing well where you all are. And as people come in, if you can just leave where you're coming in from and what you're working on, if you're working on anything, or if you're just gonna hang out and chill out with us, then that's great too. So I am going to prepare us, just put up some timers here, if I can. Yep, I think I got it. Just get myself together. So I am thinking we can start with 20, and that'll give people a chance to get in here. So I will set that up, and we will do a 20-minute. So I'm going to pop this up. All right, and we are back. That was our first 20-minute sprint. And hey, Omaima, thank you so much for joining me this evening. And thank you for being the person to help me work the kinks out on my stream. I've done this one other time, maybe a year ago, and they've added features. So I'm just kind of trying to get the hang of it because I'll be doing these in October and November for NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month. So I'm not sure if you've heard of that or if you're planning to participate. So I'm just kind of work the kinks out, and I thought this would be a fun time to do it because I absolutely love the fall. It's my favorite time of the year. So I just wanted to come on for a little while and do a couple of sprints and see, because I'm using this StreamYard service, and it's really cool. Like, you moderate your comments and you do your banners that run across the bottom and show your screen. It's a lot of fun stuff, but it's like I don't know. I used to do podcasting, and I can only describe it as similar to my podcast setup that I had that took some getting used to. So I really appreciate you coming and helping me out. And as for the prompt, if you wanted to share what your favorite autumn food or beverage is, feel free in the comments. I can flash that on the bottom of the screen for the people that will catch the replay as well. If you feel up to it, if you don't, there's no pressure at all. I actually was going to write about apple cider, which I love. I was in the store before I started to stream looking for my apple cider, and they don't have it at my grocery store across the street from me yet. So I think I'll have to wait a couple more weeks for that. And I ended up writing about the those warm nuts that you can get like at the circus. And I know they have them at the beach too that I love. And it ended up being like an autumn tradition. Ooh, West African peanut butter stew. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh my goodness, that sounds really, really good, actually. I love stew. And it's funny because I was just telling my husband last night, I'm not a soup person. I'm not a huge fan of soup, but like a really hearty stew. Oh, and I love peanut butter. So I know that's just amazing. But yeah, I wrote about these nuts that you can get. They're like the hot roasted ones. You get the almonds. I usually get the almonds or the walnuts. And I'm actually writing longhand because I am using my fountain pens tonight. So because I inked up orange and brown, and so I don't know if you can see, but I'm using orange because I got my fall color samples a few weeks ago because I'm a big fountain pen nerd. So I have a bunch of these little sample colors. So I got some browns and reds and a couple orange colors. So I was thinking, because I always like to start with something like food, or like because food is like memory jarring for me, at least. A lot of other people have said that. So I thought I'd give an optional prompt that was like sound related, or something you would hear when you're walking through the autumn leaves, like one of those crisp fall evenings. So that's going to be the next prompt we're going to get into in a couple of minutes, because I know for me, I tend to write about what I see a lot, which is fine, but I'm trying to get better at relaying my other senses. So relaying like what I hear, what I feel, what I taste, and kind of drawing that into my stories, because I know that will make me stronger with my narratives instead of just what I'm physically seeing. So maybe we'll do a 15-minute one, and that's just optional. And now that I know how to run, yes, like I have actually, I hadn't lit it yet. I have my snickerdoodle, and I have to buy another one because this is half done, and I've only been lighting this one for a week. So I have all the pumpkin and sugar cookie. Well, that's more winter, but like sugar cookie, snickerdoodle, like all those candles. So I like these when I write. I hadn't lit this one yet. So I'm going to actually, that's what I'm going to do. And I will find and run the prompt. So just about something sensory. So optional prompt for the next 20 is going to be the sounds and smells of the autumn. So I had a picture somewhere here that I found. Yep, walking through a park on a brisk autumn night, what sights and sounds do you encounter? So I think I can actually copy the image. Getting hungry. Yeah, I am too, actually. So, oh my, yeah, that West African peanut butter stew did it for me. So I am going to put up this. I will flash this because I think I can only do one window at a time. So I will do the prompt. I will show the prompt. I will do it in the comments, but I will have the prompt going along the bottom like I just did. I'll show the photo that goes along with the prompt for a little while, and then we'll do intersperse that with the 20-minute timer. So I'm going to mute myself, go pull the timer back up, and we will talk about what we hear and what we feel in the autumn leaves and try to abate our hunger for a little while because I have a sandwich here too because I'm hungry. All right, all right, all right. We are back. How was that for you? Come up with anything good? So I actually talked about my neighborhood because we have a park in my neighborhood. So I was talking about the sound of the leaves under my feet and the kids riding their bikes and our neighbors that are always doing they fire pit more than we do, which is saying a lot, and they always have their fire going. We could smell it. I could smell it this evening. 3 pages. Wow. Great, great. Glad that you were able to get that. So I didn't get quite 3 pages, about a page and a half. I'm really enjoying my fountain pens though, so I was glad that I decided to do that. But yeah, just the kids playing and the it's hard because I have my internal what autumn feels like and sounds like, and with COVID it's different. So I was like, usually the kids would be out, and the kids are out. Some of them are riding their bikes, but it's not as many people, and people aren't really doing stuff. And even in the stores, it's only kind of when you really need something, so you're not really interacting with a lot of people. So it is what it is. But for Omaima that's joining me live, and for the people who will come back and write with me in the future, I was thinking about just doing one more because I said an hour. So maybe we'll do a short one, just do like a 15-minute one. But there is one prompt that I really wanted to get to before I go. And that is about balance, because the thing that I love about the autumn equinox is that it's the only time in the year that it's equal day and night. Harvest Moon, corn mazes. Oh, yeah. Again, I didn't get to go this year. Me and my family usually go. We go to the pumpkin patch and we go to the corn maze. So I'm really missing that a lot. So hopefully next year. Um, so I want to write quickly about balance. So maybe I'll make that just a 15, because I know I said just an hour, but time flies when you're having fun. But because it's equal parts day and night, because of autumn equinox, I really like that. It's the only time of the year that you really get that equal parts day and night. So I want to, if we can, write about what that teaches us about balance. Because I know for me, by the time the fall comes, because in January you start out with your resolutions or whatever you're going to do, and then by halfway through the year, things, especially a year like this, kind of have fallen off, and then life happens. So I take this kind of time to reevaluate and just kind of figure out, what do I need to do for work-life balance. I'm a writer full-time, so writing is really fun for me, but it's also my work, and trying to expand and find new opportunities, but to also kind of be in the moment, spend time with family, do things. And even what that looks like this year, because we're not able to spend as much time with people that we don't live with, for most of us. So I just want to give us a few minutes before we go to kind of just think about that. And I will flash it at the screen, at the bottom of the screen. And we'll write for maybe about 15 minutes or so, and just write about balance and what we hope the autumn will bring to us as far as balance and goals and things that we want to do. Yes, all of that. Exactly. Exactly. So I'm going to mute myself and go and put that prompt at the bottom and get us a timer. Okay, and we are back after that last one. Whew. Okay, deep breath, everybody. Both of us here, and look, future people that are writing with us. So, how did you do? I I wrote a lot of stuff that I hope just balance stuff, just the stuff I was saying about balance between just work and life, and I'm just hoping for good news in the fall for everybody because we all need it, because it's been a rough year for a lot of people, for most people in some shape, form, or fashion. There's been, I always have too much to do. Word. Okay, so that's why I wanted to write about balance, because I always have so much to do and I'm always running around crazy. And I was like, maybe if I write down how balanced I want to be for the next 3 months, maybe that'll help. So I just want to, have some personal perspective. Look, and yeah, that's where I was, because I was like, November 3rd looms large. Just between that and the COVID, and because flu season is also coming, and I've been hearing just in the news about being really careful and how there might be some spikes again, and because it's possible to get COVID and the flu, and there's a lot in the news. The news is, I feel like I have to be informed, but I also feel like it's just overwhelming sometimes. So that was my goal, was just to write about kind of my wishes for the fall and for the 3 months. And for me, part of that is just working on being able to say, you know what, I can't control. Can we hibernate instead? Look, I I've had so much information overload, I would say, in the last 4, 5 days. It's just been a lot. But I know we can't control what goes on out there, many of the myriad things, and it sometimes feels hopeless for all of us. But what we can control is that we can take the time to come and just take some time to write. And it doesn't have to be a long time. It could be 10 minutes or 20 minutes or an hour here or there. So I wanted to thank you so much again, Omaima, for hanging out with me this evening and helping me get my sea legs under me a little bit for this, because I'll be doing these pretty regularly, at least for the next 2 months, probably after that. But just I'm focusing on this quarter because there's so much up in the air just with life stuff. I'm just trying to focus on the next couple months. So I'll be doing these in October, and I'll be ramping up a lot for November for NaNoWriMo. If you, I don't know if you do NaNoWriMo, but if you don't, at least think about it. I know everybody's super, super busy. But I think it's just kind of fun to focus on writing in the month of November. And even if you don't get to the 50,000 words or choose to set a different goal, I think that it's fun to kind of come together, write in community in November. There's many thousands of people. It's National Novel Writing Month, but it's global. It's people all over the world do it. So thanks again to my friend Omaima, and thank you for people who will be watching the replay in the future for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all and wishing you a wonderful, happy autumn equinox and the rest of the season. And you will be seeing me very, very soon. Thank you. I'm so glad you love the prompts. And I will be coming back. I'll be doing this semi-regularly. And the big reveal, so to speak, I am editing poetry videos. So I am going to be posting my poetry, because I know a lot of people have been asking me about my poetry. So I've been recording and I'm going to be posting some of my poems on this YouTube page. So thank you. So I'm excited about that. So we will see what the next couple months bring. I will let everybody know well in advance next time. I'm going to try to get on a schedule and do these once a week. I don't want to make any promises because everything is kind of crazy, but I think this is important to kind of just take a little bit of time, even if it's just an hour, take some time away once a week and just write down and be in community with each other and just kind of relax a little bit and have your candles and your hot drink and all that stuff. So with that, I am going to say good night. And I hope you are well wherever you are, people who are watching us and writing with us in the future. Have a great night.